Imagine a motorcycle that carries the rugged DNA of Honda's legendary XR family, but reimagined for today's riders. Machine light enough for off-road trails, powerful enough for highway stretches, and reliable enough for global adventures. That's exactly what the 2026 Honda XT350R promises. And in this video, we're breaking it down from top to bottom. Plus, stick around until the very end, because I've got a surprise thought that could take this XR to the next level. Welcome back, everyone, to Z Auto Advisor, the home of in-depth motorcycle talk, future model previews, and everything two wheels. Today, we're talking about one of the most exciting comebacks in Honda's lineup, the new XT350R. The XR nameplate is legendary in Honda's lineup. For decades, XR models have been known for their reliability, ruggedness, and versatility. From the humble XR250 to the mighty XR650L, these bikes carried soldiers, adventurers, commuters, and racers across deserts, jungles, and highways. The original XT350R, which debuted in the 1980s, became a cult classic. It was light, fast for its time, and gave riders an ideal blend of off-road agility with long-distance durability. Fans have long asked Honda to bring it back, and now in 2026 it's here again. But this time, the XT350R isn't just about nostalgia. It's about a modern dual-sport formula. At the center of the XT350R sits a liquid-cooled DOHC single-cylinder engine tuned for torque and dependability. Honda designed this engine not to chase top-end horsepower figures, but to deliver usable power across real-world conditions. Displacement, 350 cc, sweet spot for dual-sport balance. Horsepower, around 35-38 HP, enough to handle trails and comfortable highway speeds. Torque, a strong 30 Nm delivered low in the revs, perfect for climbing hills and crawling through mud. Transmission, a 6-speed gearbox, with short ratios down low for trails and a tall 6th gear for highway cruising. Fuel system, electronic fuel injection ensures consistent performance in different weather and altitudes. This isn't a racer, it's a trustworthy partner. Smooth enough for daily riding, tough enough to survive a weekend of punishment in the wilderness. The XT350R's frame is built to take abuse. Honda went with a semi-double cradle steel frame for strength and repairability, something global adventurers will appreciate far more than an exotic, fragile material. Front suspension, upside-down inverted forks, fully adjustable for preload, rebound, and compression. Rear suspension, Pro-Link monoshock with long travel to soak up rocks and whoops. Ground clearance, around 280 mm, high enough to conquer logs, ruts, and boulders. Wheels, 21-inch spoked front and 18-inch rear, wrapped in dual-purpose knobbies. At a wet weight of around 148 to 150 kg, the XT350R hits the sweet balance. Light enough for off-road agility, but solid enough for stability at speed. Honda stayed true to XR heritage, with minimalist bodywork and bold red and white livery. This bike looks like it means business. Slim plastics, narrow shrouds and panels for rider control when standing. Fuel tank, bus 12 liters, good for about 280-300 km with fuel injection efficiency. Headlight, a sharp LED unit with a rally-inspired mask. Seat, narrow at the front for control, wide at the back for comfort. It's a purpose-built machine, less bling, more grit. The XR series was never about electronics, but Honda added just enough modern touches without overloading it. Switchable ABS, on for the road, off for dirt. 2 riding modes, street and off-road, adjusting throttle and ABS sensitivity. Digital LCD display, gear indicator, tachometer, trip meter, fuel gauge. Full LED lighting, durable, efficient, and bright. No overcomplicated gadgets here. Just the essentials that improve safety and usability. Honda knows XR riders often spend hours in the saddle, so comfort was key. Seat height, around 880 meters, tall but manageable. Handlebars, wide for leverage. Neutral posture. Foot pegs, positioned for comfort when seated and balance when standing. Subframe, reinforced for luggage racks or a passenger. It's ready for everything from a weekend trail ride to a multi-day cross-country trip. On tarmac, the XR350R is composed. It happily cruises at 100-110 km/h without excessive vibration, thanks to a counterbalancer in the engine. The sixth gear keeps revs low on highways, reducing fatigue and saving fuel. Braking comes from a dual-piston front caliper and single-piston rear disc, both with ABS. The suspension is firm enough for corners yet forgiving for rough roads. This makes it a great commuter by weekday, adventurer by weekend. When the pavement ends, the XR350R comes alive. The torquey single makes technical climbs easy. Long travel suspension eats bumps, rocks, and roots. The lightweight chassis feels agile in sand and mud. Switchable ABS allows proper rear-wheel control for sliding into turns. It's not a race-spec Enduro, but it delivers what riders really need. Confidence in the dirt, rivals in the segment where it fits. The XR350R faces stiff competition. Yamaha WR250R, lighter but less powerful. KTM 390 Adventure, more tech, but heavier and pricier. Kawasaki KLX300, similar displacement, but less refined. Royal Enfield Himalayan 450, adventure-oriented, but heavier and slower. Against these, the Honda XR350R shines as a balanced middleweight, off-road capable, reliable, and versatile. Honda is expected to price the XR350R around $7,000, $8,000 USD, making it accessible while maintaining Honda quality. It will likely debut in North America, Europe, and Asia, with global rollout depending on demand. That's an attractive entry point for riders who want more grunt than a 250 but less weight than a... For duty strength's perfect. Middleweight balance, rugged reliability, simple, effective electronics, lightweight, and agile. True dual sport versatility. Trade-offs. Tall seat may intimidate shorter riders. Not as powerful as bigger ADV. Bikes limited luggage options without accessories. Honda might not stop at the XR350R. Imagine a XR350 Rally Edition with bigger tank and windscreen. Factory. Luggage kits for adventure touring. Advanced. Traction control for wet or sandy conditions. Even an electric assist hybrid XR in the future. The XR350R could be the launchpad for a new XR era. The 2026 Honda XR350R is more than just another dual sport. It's the rebirth of a legend, built for modern riders who demand reliability, versatility, and fun. It balances old-school toughness with just enough modern tech to keep things safe and efficient. For riders who want one bike to do it all, commute, trail ride, tour, the XR350R might just be the perfect choice. Now it's your turn. What do you think about the 2026 Honda XR350R? Is this the perfect middleweight dual sport? Or would you prefer Honda pushed for more power or more tech? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I want to know how you'd spec your dream XR. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, share it with your riding crew, and subscribe to Z Auto Advisor for more deep dives, ride reviews, and motorcycle previews. Until next time, this is Z Auto Advisor. Ride safe, ride far, and keep exploring.